Hello everyone, welcome to Global Online Marathi. In this video, we will discuss about business environment and international business. In today's lecture, I will cover barrier to the international trade. This video will help you to clear your doubt about this subtopic and this will really help you for your upcoming exam. So do watch this video. And one more important thing I want to tell you that every day at 6 I will be uploading my video on the Global Online Marathi. So do watch my video and clear your exam. Before going ahead, I want to tell you that we the Global Online University is offering course for Commerce Paper 2 in which we are providing you full syllabus notes of all the 10 units, not only in English but we are providing these notes even in Marathi. 10 full syllabus test series covering 10,000 MCQ with the detailed solution. Previous year question from year 2015 to 2020 covering 1000 MCQ with the detailed solution. Full syllabus video lectures plus we are adding you in the WhatsApp group where you can discuss all the things about the paper 2. Plus we are also providing you course for the paper 1. We are providing this course for just rupees 5000. Students Global Online University is offering course for Geography, Economics, Social Work, Management, English, Hindi and the Law in which we are providing you theory plus MCQ. Students, we have also started registration for 2022 courses. So do join our courses. To join, please contact on given number or you can also download our app where you can get all the detail to join. Don't wait for the last moment, hurry up. Now let's start with the today's lecture. So here, what are the barriers to the international trade? You can see the question here. There are 3 international barriers, which are these. Then the answer will be natural barrier, tariff barrier and non-tariff barrier. These are the 3 types of a barrier to the international trade. But before going to this, first we will understand what is the barrier or what are the reasons for the barrier or why any country or a nation impose this barrier. So in this lecture, we will try to understand this. So here we will start with the basic thing first and then we will go with the types of barriers to the international trade. So what is trade barrier or why country impose the trade barrier? To understand this, here we will take one example. At present, just forget about any country. Just think about yourself. If you want to judge any person, what you will do? If you want to know the value of any person or where that person is standing or his position, means the financial position, how you are going to judge. Here everybody know how we are going to judge, right? We will see the job or his education, his qualification, financial condition or his lifestyle, how he is living, everything, right? And mostly we the Indian are doing this during the marriage time, especially from the bride side people, if you know. The intention behind this is only that daughter or a bride can be happy after marriage. If one person is on a cycle and another person is on his own car, having a own car or living with a luxurious things, then according to you, whose position is better? Then of course the one who is having his own car or who is living the luxurious life, right? This is a way how we measure the strength of any person, right? Like this, even the country is having the ranking. This means where the nation is standing, it has to be a check. To check this, there is a simple way. To know the strength of a country, we have to check the foreign currency reserve available with the country. Means available with the India. We are belong to India, so we will see the FCR of Indian or our country. Having a more foreign currency reserve means the country is having a more strength or the value of a country is the more. Opposite to that, having a low FCR, that is a foreign currency reserve, means you have to pay the more to the outside country or a more liability, and it will affect the strength of the country or a country will have a poor financial condition. As simple as that. Basically, to understand the strength of the country, we have to see the FCR, that is a foreign currency reserve. Strength of the economy is depicted by its FCR. To know the strength of our country, we have to see the FCR of our country. How much foreign currency reserve are available with our country, within the India. So that will decide the position of our country at the international level, right? And the second point here is, higher the FCR, higher will be its position and the strength. Yes, of course, if we are having the more FCR with us, then our position will be higher in the international level, and opposite to that, if we are having a lower FCR, our position will be at a lower position, right? How to increase FCR or a foreign currency reserve, or a way which we can use to increase the FCR of our country. Here the first point is export increase. It means when a country increases the export, means the country is producing a more good and sending or selling that goods to the outside country, then the country will get a foreign currency. For example, if you are selling in a US, then of course they will pay you for that product or the goods which you are selling them, means you will have their currency in your hand, right? It will automatically increase the FCR. You might be knowing, to increase the FCR, government provide different subsidies, incentive, export promotion scheming, right? But do you know why government is providing all these schemes or an incentive? The intention behind this is to increase the FCR of our country, so that our position at the international level will increase, our ranking will increase there, right? The second point here is import restrict. Import means bringing into India from outside country. So whenever you import some product from outside country, we have to pay them. Though we will get the product, but we have to pay, right? That means our currency will go out. And how we are paying them? We are paying through the FCR, that is foreign currency reserve. I am repeating this word again and again only because you will understand what I am telling you. Okay, and if you have any doubt regarding the same, you can write in the comment box so that I can answer that question. When we will pay in the FCR, that means our FCR will decrease and it will affect the value of our country. Our position at the international level will automatically get decreases. So for that we have to decrease our import. Now how can we decrease import? For that, government impose barrier so that outflow of the FCR can be controlled. Here what government is doing? Here indirectly government is increasing our FCR of the country by restricting the import of the country. Government impose barrier, and that barrier is called the trade barrier. Okay. Whatever barrier which is imposed by the government, that barrier is called the trade barrier. Now the time, I am sure you understand why government imposed barrier, right? In simple word, barrier means the restriction which government impose so that country strength or a country value at the international level will not get affected. By looking at the slide, don't get confused because I will tell you everything about this slide. Just be attentive and be focused, don't get confused. I will explain you all these things. So to understand about the barrier, we here will take an example. So here India is our home country, right? Just understand, don't get confused, and please be attentive. Here we are talking about our country, we are talking about India, right? In international business, India will be called the home country. Here I am trading with the USA, that means USA will be my host country. There are total 195 countries. This I told you in my previous lecture. So if I minus our country, that is if I minus India, so there will be 194 country, and this 194 country will be considered as rest of the world and not the host country. Please remember this. India is doing business with the USA. So only the USA is my host country and not the other countries. Other country is the rest of the world and my country is the home country. Till now you will clear with the home country and the host country because this term is repeated by me in my previous lecture. Like India, USA will also having a different state, different cities, different villages. If suppose I'm living in Goa and I want to buy some product from the USA. For example, the person who is living in the USA, his name is Mr. X. So from Goa, I call him to buy some product and he agree for that. But the value of the product at that place is rupees 100. You can see here, the actual price of that product is rupees 100. Here we can say the factory cost. This cost is also called the X work value. Rupees 100 will be considered as X work value. Okay. If I am going there and buying that product, the value of that product will be 100, but I need that product in India. So Mr. X told me the X work value will be 100, which you can see here. From USA, whenever any product is getting imported to the India, it will be first come to the custom port. Whenever any product import or export taking place, it will be first come to the custom port and then from there it will be transferred. So here the actual price is rupees 100. From there, when it reached to the custom port, here you can see this. When it reached to the custom port, the charges of reaching there is rupees 10. So here the product value became the 110. From 100 at custom charges, so the value become 110. From the custom port, now I have to transfer that product or shift that product into the India. For that there will be a clearing charges. If suppose the clearing charges is rupees 10. Now at this point the product value became 120. At the end of a USA, before transferring product to the India, the value of product became 120. And this value, that is rupees 120, is called FOB value. Now, what is the full form of FOB? So here the full form of FOB is free on board value. Please remember this. Now from here, Mr. X load that product into the cargo. Okay. It's not like from USA he will throw that product into the India. Right? He have to load that product into the cargo so that it will be shipped from the USA to the India. So Mr. X load that product into the cargo. For that even there is freight charges. So here the freight charges is rupees 10. So the value became 130, right? Sometime the product will, while bringing the product can be destroyed in the water. Anything can be happen, right? Nobody knows what can be happen. Product can be damaged or can be destroyed. For that we have to do insurance, and that insurance is called the marine insurance. If supposing the marine insurance is rupees 10, so the product value became 140. So before coming that product to me, means that product reached to the Goa, it will first reach to the Indian custom port. At that point we will call that import of the product from the USA to the India. And at this point the value of the product is rupees 140. The actual value is rupees 100, From there, the value became 140 when it reached to the Indian custom port. And at this point, we will charge the import duty on rupees 140 and not on the 100, because the product value at the Indian custom port is rupees 140 and that value is called CIF. CIF equal to FOB plus insurance charges plus freight charges. CIF means the cost insurance freight. Now from here, the government will impose the barrier. So you might understand how the value will increase from one country when it's reached to the another country. So in my next lecture, I'm going to explain you the different type of the barrier. So don't miss my next lecture. And if you have any doubt regarding today's lecture, you can write that doubt in the comment box so that I can answer your question. Okay.